Hi everyone. All right, so going to look at here the top navigation tabs. So that would be these up here. So the workspace, individual groups, or sorry, students and groups, activity summary, and individual activity. So we're going to really quickly and closely look at these. So workspace, that's generally where you've been working in this whole time, building your cards and doing all. This is going to be your main space that you're going to go to. Students and groups. So in students and groups, it's going to look like this. Now, if you had classrooms synced, you'll have a section here that'll come up. It'll say classes, where you can enter your classes, or you can expand your classes and have the individual students, and you can sort your students to have some into different groups. So this tab allows you to add classes, to add learners. It allows you to add co-teachers, so you can do that here. And this is so you can create groups that can help differentiate your learning. Now, if your audience, your purpose of your workspace is for a substitute teacher, or your audience, your purpose is just as more a lesson plan kind of template, this is not going to be pertinent to you at that time. Activity summary. Again, these are many of these are for if you have those classrooms synced, and if that's something that you want to work your way to, I'd highly encourage it. It is fantastic to be able to really see what's going on with your students. So in the activity summary, you have these 4 boxes here. So you have, I'll move my face, overdue evidence, learner activity, and submitted evidence, and you go further down, you have the evidence activity. So overdue evidence, in this box, that'll show you any assignments that haven't been submitted by their due date. Again, if you have a classroom synced, you've assigned something and the students, and it'll show the number of students that don't have that assignment submitted if it's past the due date. Learner activity, this box shows you a list of the learners who are actively working on the assignments. So again, you have an assignment put in there, and it's going to show you your students here, who's been working on it, how long they've been working on it, and when they were last active. Submitted evidence. So in this box, it'll show you assignments that have been submitted. So anything that's been completed and returned to you from your students and returned as final. So it basically means that learners have turned them in, but you're still working on providing feedback to or grading them. So they're going to stay in here until you have put in some sort of assessment, whether it's formative or summative, it doesn't matter, but until you've put in some form of assessment, it's going to be listed there for you. And then evidence activity, this is to show activity on assignments that you or a co-teacher has been worked on, so that you've provided some assessment for them. So we're going to go back and we're going to look at the last tab up here. That's the individual activity tab. And obviously you don't have anything in here because there's no classroom synced. So again, these 3 tabs really are only pertinent if you have classroom synced and the audience, the purpose of your workspace is for students. So we have our individual activity tab. What you would see in here, the purpose of this tab is there would be a tile for each student. So basically you would kind of see the activity summary. So these different, the overdue learner activity. However, it would be just student by student. So you would have a box, a tile for each individual student in that class or assigned to this workspace. All right, so on to the next video.